Hi, it's Daniel with Keller Williams. My wife and I are the Snedden Group at Keller Williams, 970-245-2700. Thanks for checking this video out. We're at 8439 2095 Road in Orchard City or Austin, Colorado. And so we're going to show you some of the great aspects of this property, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay. So I'm just driving here across the, once I got up on top of the plateau where the home resides, this is the drive across that road to the east to where the road is, to where the property is, that is. So right now in the background, it's kind of hard to see right now, but the mountains that are surrounding the town of Paonia, and they're really quite picturesque, especially when they have a bit of snow on them. I'll show you a better picture here in just a little bit. But this is just a green plateau here on the maybe a mesa is a better word, but some fields with alfalfa. And just a nice place. All of these properties really are most of these places have acreage. There is a little subdivision here. But then as you go on a little further over here, it's mostly bigger properties, and the subject property is really located on a great lane. I call it a lane. I think it's 2095 Road. Just wanted you to see a little bit of a video of the approach to the property. So we're getting really close now. Okay, so this is 2085 Road here on the right. And 2095 is just right here. So I'm going to stop here. Right now we're on the northwest corner of the property. And so this fence is very well done. And then the fencing throughout the property is pretty amazing. So I'm going to pull over here and then give you a little bit of a video tour from here in the field, from the road. Be right back. Okay, so we're here at the property. Here's our sign, and we to the east here, I want to show you the Mount Lamborn there. Quite a bit of the snow has already melted off, but and it's a kind of a stormy day, so it's a little bit clouded over. You can't really see the mountains as well as you normally can, but it's still a great view. And then this road is the property goes. Let's go back to. Property is on both sides of this lane here, or this road, 25, excuse me, I keep calling it a lane, 2095 Road. So both sides of the property is both sides of this road, and these two fields out here are part of the property. There's irrigation throughout the property, even in these big fields. The previous owner did a fantastic job of designing and implementing that. That middle, I think that's either a 10 or 12 inch pipe, goes underground all the way back down below the house, and that goes into a big tank, a big, I think 20,000 gallon cement above ground tank that's open, and then it's pumped out of there. And so, and all of the fencing is just really well done, metal. It cost you a fortune to do all this fencing today. So not just the amenities that are in the house that creates great value with this property, a lot of the stuff that it took for them to get this going, it's a big deal. We'll just come back over here and I'll be right back with you, and we'll show you the other half of this front field. Okay, hey, here we are. Now we're basically in the middle mark between the east and west pastures or fields. This is the dividing line, east to west, obviously. And so there is a gate down below that you can separate the two, or you can just make it open between the two. That is the house in the picture now. Again, it's kind of windy, so I apologize. Hopefully that's not deterring the message here. One of my favorite things, I grew up in Cedar Edge, and Cedar Edge is just at the base of Grand Mesa up there. And it's gorgeous up there. Through the trees you can see the cliff area that still has the snow on it. And then over here you can see the mountains there, and then over on the far right, school bus. On the far right over there is Green Mountain area. Pretty cool. Okay, now we're down the driveway, and here's the entrance to the place. It's a great entrance and a great access to the property. One thing I wanted to point out that's not so obvious, you might say, is that there's a whole area of the property here that's undeveloped. That there could be a shop here. There could be, I don't know, I guess there could be maybe even another structure, a house or something. But anyway, I'll show some of the other detail of the shop and the additional dwelling unit here in just a moment. But this is a really a good shot here. And this is a view to the south, the San Juan Mountains. They're amazing. And again, today's kind of a cloudy day. You can't really see them as well as you normally would, but you get a little picture of it there. They're gorgeous. San Juan Mountains are really beautiful. All right, let's go back to this. The home was originally, when they first laid out everything, it was laid out to where they would have an IRS address. And let me explain that here in just a moment. So the road that is out there that we came in on, that is parallel to this concrete path to the house, out there, the road out there, Iris. They originally had an IRS address, and that's why the house faces to the north like that. But then as soon as they started building and doing everything, then the county changed it over to where they had a 2095 address, which is here. And so that's why you don't drive up to the front door. You go in, the best way to get into the house is just in through the garage doors. I will show you the way that you can walk around to the front. But I think most people today, a lot of people that have garage doors that are great and functional, they go in through their garage anyway. And with this thing having a huge 3-car garage, that's probably how most people would go in. But here is the front yard, and there's a walkway here. Hummingbird feeders, which is always a joy. And over over here to the front door. So the front door is not really used that much here, but it is gorgeous, and there's a nice entryway that I'll show you on the other side of that. And this would be a good time to kind of show a little bit of the fields that are on the west side of the property. As shown on the previous, the two big fields that are out there on the north, this is the west side, and it also is divided up. I think there's 3 different divisions over there on the far west side, and then several different things along the way here. So there's I think I'm not much of a farmer, so I don't know exactly what they would use these for, but a shed for, I don't know, for chickens or for whatever else they would use. Forgive my ignorance on that. Backside of the house, and so that gives you a picture of the outside and the entrance to the property, and beautiful little courtyard area here. They haven't mowed yet, so there's a little bit of tall grass in some areas. Now I'll take you inside. Okay, as we're coming in, you can see that this garage, obviously the camera doesn't do it justice. It is a very large 3-car garage. You could easily fit probably 5 cars in here width-wise. And there's some things in that would be kind of in the way, but you could pull a car in and pull one a little bit more sideways and do just fine. One of the great features of this home is the fact that it runs on geothermal. And so this is totally separate from this. This is just a HEPA, air filtration for the home. And so it filters all of the air, and there's replaceable filters for that. This is the geothermal, and then there's 2 very large hot water tanks. And then this is an in-floor heat, and I'll show you between the main home and the additional dwelling unit, there's sidewalk, and that has in-floor heat underneath the concrete that you can turn on to make sure that there's no ice during the winter. So the geothermal is a very effective way to heat and cool a home. And the greatest downside to the geothermal is simply that the install cost. So obviously having it already installed, that's a great benefit to whoever would buy the property. So there's a Reznor heater here in the garage, gas heater. And we will proceed into the kitchen. The kitchen cabinets were custom made for the owners. There's a couple of, there's, as you can probably see here, an amazing amount of cabinet space and nice counters. And I don't remember what type of, doggone it, induction heat. Yes, induction heat there for the stovetop. Nice counter space. And there's a warming drawer here that works well. And of course, double ovens. And it looks like double microwaves as well. Hadn't even noticed that before. And good size LG refrigerator. And a very sizable pantry. So the pantry is walk-in. Again, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's quite large. And One of the questions that people have had is are the doorways large enough for entry for someone who's in a wheelchair, and so this doorway is 36 inches. So I believe that is the size that wheelchairs and walkers and that kind of thing. This is one of my favorite views in the whole house, is the view up to Grand Mesa from here in the front yard. So this is just a great place to have a breakfast nook or a big breakfast, full dining table, whatever, and viewing Grand Mesa. Again, the camera kind of scrunches down the mountains in the background. They stand up way better than it looks on the video. But one of the other unique features is that this cutout with the countertop is actually a TV. There's a TV that pops up. Will suffice it that there's a TV in there. A little bit slow going up and down, but so you can have a TV in the kitchen and not have to have it out in the middle of everything all the time. The hallway that goes to the living area here is quite wide. Let's see, it's got to be about, I'm using the tape measure as I'm trying to video here, and it is just under 5 feet. So this hallway is 5 feet wide, plenty of space that goes back into the main living area. And get the lights turned on here. This room is again very large. It's difficult to see how big it is. I'm going to go to one corner though, and very nice. So from the living room, as you can see, we've still been on the same main level, and there is this whole cabinet comes out, and you can get behind to do all of the wiring for all of the audiovisual behind here, and that's a nice feature. I'm going to come back to this, but this is the doorway that goes out to the ADU, so we'll come back to that in just a moment. There is a couple of different office spaces in the home here. This is a general, more open office area, and then this one here is more private, you might say. There's still some items here, but this is maybe more like a storage and a filing area, but someone could use it for a number of different things. This doorway goes outside to an area where they had sleeping room for animals or entry. So they have dog door there. And so it's kind of a mud room for the animals. It's really, and I wish we had this at our house. It would be quite effective. We've got 2 dogs that like to track in and muddy paws and so forth. Okay, we'll go to the ADU, the additional dwelling unit, here in a moment. And so let me show you the masters. Now this is a second hallway, and this goes into the master. This hallway here is more of a storage, or I'm sorry, this is a linen closet here. And I was looking for a light switch. There it is. quite large. So the ceiling here is probably about 9 feet, so this storage area is very ample. And this is the storage room. It is a box room, if you will. Could be turned into an office or any number of things. It's still quite large. The laundry area is really exceptionally large. Nice sink here. Good hanging space, and then counter and storage here as well. And again, I believe all of these doorways are all the 36 inches. This is a guest bath. Double sinks. Nice. This does have a step over shower in this one. And then we're back to the kitchen area. So just to kind of give you spatially where we've been, we started in and went down this hallway and went around, and now we came back up this hallway. And now to the entry and formal dining area. Again, nice view of the mountains out of these windows. You can't really see it well in the video, but very effective, and a nice entry with the front door. All right, so now after this, we'll look at the bedrooms. Be right back. Okay, now from the kitchen and dining, combination dining area, there's a lot of built-ins in this home as well. A lot. Here's what I would term a guest bedroom. The Rose Room. It's very unique. Large mirror closet area, and rose wallpaper. This is probably one of the more unique rooms in the house in how they finished out the wallpaper. And like I say, just really large closet space. And there is central vacuum throughout the home. Large closet space there. Then we go over to the master suite. This stained glass is stunning. This is the main bedroom here. And there's really two main bedrooms. This bedroom has access to the patio area, and then over, that's the additional dwelling. So nice outside access. If someone was to put a hot tub out here, you could get to the hot tub. Another TV and AV area. Nice speakers and setup. And then a cedar-lined walk-in closet that is truly massive. This thing is, this is large. Very nice. And it smells great in here. So this is one of the main suites. There's a bit of a nook there. They had dog crates there, I believe. And here's one of the bathrooms off the, and here is the walk-in shower here. Very nice tile work. And then the suite also includes an office in between. And this is really quite a large room as well, with the built-ins. And then another walk-in shower here. Similar type tile work. And in this area is a large additional closet for master. So you would not be short on closet space. It's very large. One thing I didn't mention was this is the second main suite as well. They used it as an office, but it's the second main suite, main bedroom for the home. So individual bathrooms, if you will. One of the other connectors that I didn't show before was as you're heading down this hallway, you would take a right to go into the main suites, or you could turn left, open up this door, and go right into the living room. So access from both hallways to the living area, main living area, and to the main suites. So from the main living area, another connector that I didn't show previously is if near the hallway from the kitchen to the main, there is a doorway here and a short hallway that would go directly out to the garage. So from the living room, you could get to your car and leave directly without having to go back out to the front. Nice feature. So from the door coming out of the main living area or out of the main bedroom suite, here is the courtyard to the additional dwelling unit in the guest house. And it has artificial grass. And along this pathway, as mentioned before, this has all got underground heat that would ensure that this stayed free of snow and ice. That's a nice feature. So this additional dwelling is both, on this side is the finished apartment, if you will, or home. And on this side, there could be so many different things you could use it for. They had thought of raising birds here. They had raised birds before. So there's this whole really elaborate area over here. It could be for kennels or for birds, or it's a nice area. And another room here, and with outside access as well. This is finished, but it's not neatly finished. It needs paint in some areas, but it's a good garage area. I believe that's a air chuck there for air to be in here. Oh, there's another one over here. So your imagination can go a long ways with that. And then out this door is the area that is a shop area. This is covered. And again, this is really a large area, really large. You could fit 3 or 4 vehicles in here if need be. Access out there. You know what? I will go ahead and show you the tank where the irrigation water comes down and fills up this tank. Since we're right here, you can see the pipes that are running to the various zones for the irrigation there. And here you can see the water. I believe they've turned in some of the water, but it's not turned in at the moment. Obviously, once they turn it in, it comes in, I believe, from that right there, and it fills up, and it will hold 20,000 gallons. And again, over here is a very extensive covered shed. Oh, might as well show you this other covered garage. And over here, you can see the covered storage garage area that's open on the end here. And this is quite deep. I would venture that this is probably in the neighborhood of 100 feet deep. It's really a large area. You could fit an RV a long ways back in there. I don't know what this height is. I can't get that. And again, just lots of areas for other projects or hobbies or whatever. Kind of another perspective here. And this door goes to the parking structure area. This big sliding door goes out to the pasture land and the pens to the west of the property. And because they love birds, they built all of these birds' nests that now have babies in there. There's electrical outlets throughout this area. And the upstairs is largely unfinished, lots of potential there. I don't know what exactly. Somebody's imagination can again run wild and use this space. It's again quite large. Lots of opportunity here for any number of activities. So this second floor area above the living space that has lots of opportunity here. Okay, so now we're going to show you the additional dwelling unit. And again, I believe this is a full-size doorway. This one is 32 inches wide. There's laundry area here as you come in. Very nice kitchen. Gas stove, microwave. Kitchen area. Looking into the courtyard. Dishwasher, of course. Large LG. This is a dining area. Little porch area out here. There's some trees here, just kind of a private area, and some chairs. And again, this goes back to the shop area and to the outside. Could be a private entrance here. Some good cabinet space throughout. And cabinets on this side as well. Very ample. This is quite a large living room. Little desk area that they've used, and then into the bedroom. Again, a very large walk-in closet here. And then a nice bathroom area with really adequate storage. A step-in shower. And double vanities. So, a great solution for additional dwelling. And then one final video of the kitchen area. Small dining, I shouldn't say small, it's dining area here. It's rather large. Each of those tiles is 12 inches. So you can imagine. And just the cabinetry is amazing. Again, the cabinets were custom made for the owners. The owners had similar cabinets before, so they had them custom made and installed. Trying to get the color, because the color in the pictures has never really turned out that great. But nice kitchen area, very nice. So thanks for watching the video, and call or email or text me with any questions. Thank you.